It was on this day in 1900 when the great storm devastated Galveston. The Category 4 hurricane roared ashore, packing winds of 145 miles an hour and a deadly 12-foot storm surge. And now, 120 years later, the exact death toll still isn't known. But as many as 12,000 people died, making it the deadliest natural disaster in U.S. history. That storm led to new building codes and eventually the construction of the seawall.
So where are we 120 years later? From Rita in 2005 to Laura just last month, Houston has had its share of near misses from monster hurricanes. But forecasters say it's not a question of if, but when a Category 4 or 5 storm makes a direct hit right here. So tonight, Channel 2 investigator Robert Arnold asks, just how prepared are we?
And that piling there is the southeast corner of what's left.
From the beaches of Bolivar.
When Hurricane I came, I had 2 trees fall on our house.
To neighborhoods near the petrochemical corridor.
Always just as home. So far I've been blessed to be right here.
To homes in the shadow of the Houston Ship Channel. Neighborhoods separated by miles of road, but connected by a threat.
It comes across our minds what could happen because...
How protected is this region from a major hurricane hitting, as we all say, the right spot?
No more protected than we were when Hurricane Ike hit.
Galveston County Judge Mark Henry is talking about storm surge. Numerous studies show a Category 4 or 5 hurricane hitting just west of Galveston could produce a 25 to 30-foot surge that pushes into Galveston Bay, up the Ship Channel, and all the way to the Loop.
That is what scares me and keeps me up at night.
Co-director of Rice University's Severe Storm Prediction, Education, and Evacuation from Disasters Center, Jim Blackburn.
If we don't solve for that big storm, we're going to get hit by it. It's coming. It's just a question of when.
Blackburn estimates hundreds of thousands of homes would be underwater, not to mention swamping an area responsible for 42% of the country's petrochemical manufacturing capacity. Why are we not better prepared than we were when Ike came through?
It's a long process.
A process including years of engineering and environmental impact studies, the public's input, and pleas for funding. The Army Corps of Engineers got the green light to construct systems from Sabine Pass to Galveston Bay and in Freeport, but that leaves a gap. A final report on a project to protect our part of the coast is due in May.
It's a frontline defense in front of Galveston, going across the Galveston Bay Inlet, and also a secondary defense on the backside of Galveston.
Once that plan is finalized, now we have to go continue asking for funding.
If you're still wondering how important surge protection is, consider Hurricane Laura. That storm went into Louisiana, but the surge still caused some damage on the west end of Galveston and flooded a part of Highway 87 on Bolivar. Galveston County officials estimate Hurricane Laura did about $2 million in damage to the dunes that protect the homes along Bolivar Peninsula. Think about that. $2 million in damage from a storm that didn't actually hit us.
I'm surprised that there was not more damage here, actually.
Chris Edson knows well the need for protection. His family's owned this land since 1920. The street is even named after them. Ike took the first house, and he's watched the shoreline creep closer and closer to his front door.
Oh, I'm always concerned. Living on the coast is always a gamble.
We've asked every Texas congressional leader on the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee if they would support funding for this project. We're putting their answers on Click 2 Houston as they come in. Also on Click 2 Houston, researchers at Rice University's Speed Center have recently released another proposed plan for mitigating storm surge in Galveston Bay. Before I step away, though, I do want to bring in our chief meteorologist, Frank Billingsley, to help us understand one key point. Frank, explain the environmental hurdles that have to be overcome when trying to design a system like this for Galveston Bay.
Yes, and you know, it's mostly about the salinity. That's the real problem with the bay that I think that is faced every year, because if we have a lot of natural rains and a lot of river water that goes into the bay, which is where it all drains, if we have that, then the salinity goes down. On the other hand, if we have a drought like we had back in 2011, then the salinity goes up because you don't have any natural rainwater going in there and you have all that seawater coming in. And so the bay has faced that for a long time, trying to really balance the salinity issues, and now you're going to put a barrier up that's sometimes going to be open, sometimes will be closed, and how much barrier, and getting that salinity right, I think that's going to be the major key. Hopefully they'll figure it out.
Great. Thank you very much, Frank. I really appreciate that. Absolutely, especially since it's the second most productive estuary in the United States. Thank you very much, Frank. Now, this is not the end of our story. Coming up tonight at 10, there are other problems associated with hurricanes, so we're going to be looking at everything from wind to the electric grid when our story continues again tonight at 10. Reporting live from Baytown, Robert Arnold, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Very interesting stuff, Robert. Thank you.
Yep.